We need to say goodbye and thank you to contestant number 1. Let's give him a round of applause. You're here. Who is judge number 2?
Yes, thank you very much, Irene. Our next judge has memorized the periodic table, especially the metal elements there. Memorized it so much that she has discovered a way of converting metallic bonds to covalent bonds and van der Waals bonds, thereby resurrecting alchemy. Our youngest alchemist of the 21st century, Martina.
Everyone, a round of applause for Judge Martina.
Everyone, thank you. So I may be an alchemist, but you guys are not, diba? So, how can your talents of metalworking help make the Philippines finally a first world country?
Ooh. Thank you, Judge Martina.
Said like a true alchemist.
Correct. Let's begin with contestant number 2.
Thank you very much, Judge, for your very wisdom-filled question. Ang masasabi ko for you as someone who memorizes the periodic table, oxygen and potassium. Okay. That may seem like a seemingly secret message between the two of us, but there lies the key to turn the Philippines into a first world country. Our judge is a member of the youth, and I believe that the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. And let us rewrite the lyrics because the only thing stopping us from being a first world country is ourselves, is our minds, is the failure of imagination. But in the words of the great Whitney Houston, the unwritten song that was never published, which she only sent to the Filipino youth to sing in their Linggo ng Wika presentation. At kung iyan man ay kasalanan, ay sapagkat kami ay tao lamang. Yes, you see, Whitney Houston learned Tagalog.
Thank you, contestant number 2.
Hello, Judge. I appreciate your question. It is very important to act now and be aware how this third world country be first. There are so many ways we can do that, Judge. But we have so little time and little resources. So we must begin with step 0. We need papers and documents that are official to be number 1. So let's start with the alphabetical order of the countries. Philippines is in the latter part of the list. Let's bring it up by renaming it to Philippines. Judge, let's start there. And once we have the OFWs back in the Philippines in our big disco, we can win the dance competition by singing, chanting, the sweat of your body. Here's me.
All right, thank you very much, contestant number 3.
Thank you, Judge, for that wonderful question. If you rename the Philippines to Philippines, it's still in the middle of all the countries. Now, to answer your question, Judge, you fashioned your question right before I gave my answer in the first round. Because if you were listening to my answer, if we bring back gold in the Philippines, obviously we'll become a first world country. Because we have a lot of gold and all the OFWs will nurture the labor force of the Philippines. What if that plans fail? What the Philippines can do is to be alchemists themselves and create pyrite, which is called the fool's gold or alchemist's gold. I might not be an alchemist, but I know chemistry. Now, when you're holding fool's gold, is the gold the fool or are you the fool? We can't afford to be neutral on a moving train. You decide who the fool is. Thank you.
Thank you. You will decide who the fool is. Please turn around. Which fool are we removing? 2, 3, or 4? Ladies and gentlemen, let's say goodbye and thank you to contestant